The Global Initiative Against Transnational Organized Crime has published an unprecedented study on al-Shabaab's finances. The report focuses on checkpoint taxation. The group estimates that this brings in hundreds of millions of US dollars for the terrorists annually. The GITOC was able to collect receipts that the al-Shabaab issues to drivers. Such accounting keeps tax collectors in good stead with militant leaders, but the receipts also work as passes to show that drivers should be allowed through other checkpoints. They look official, which fits with the al-Shabaab's attempts to act as a government. All of the checkpoints surveyed were surrounding Kismayo. Taxes were highest for vehicles bound for Kenya. The second highest rates targeted drivers heading to federal government-controlled areas like Mogadishu. Cars and trucks heading for al-Shabaab strongholds were taxed the least. Besides the destination, the fees were determined by the size of the vehicle, but not necessarily the cargo inside. Livestock is an exception, not being taxed at all. Farm produce didn't ring up high rates either. People, construction materials, fuel, foodstuffs, and general cargo all appear to be charged at the same level. Fuel trucks, because of their size, tend to bring the highest charges, about $520 per load. The researchers found no instances where charcoal shipments incurred tariffs. Another interesting observation is that tax officials appear to rotate to different locations, indicating they are not necessarily well trusted. According to the report, the terrorist reputation for violence is the one thread that holds all of these operations together. The threat of murder and attendant violence are the sinews that hold the al-Shabaab taxation system together. If vehicle drivers or owners refuse to pay al-Shabaab taxes, or if drivers attempt to avoid checkpoints, they may be issued fines at twice the amount of tax they would have paid otherwise. In extreme cases, the consequences of non-payment can be dire. In a particularly notable instance in June 2018, al-Shabaab executed 6 civilians and torched 11 vehicles and their goods after they had failed to pay taxes. The report offers several recommendations for combating the militants' tax collection operations. The Kenyan government should consider reopening the Kenya-Somalia border to legal trade. The Kenyan government should consider phasing out protectionist tariffs and subsidies designed to protect domestic sugar producers. The governments of Kenya and Somalia should explore establishing a joint vehicle monitoring system to ensure that vehicles transiting from Somalia to Kenya have not passed through al-Shabaab checkpoints. The Kenya government should consider introducing legislation to criminalize cross-border smuggling offenses. The FGS and the Jubaland administration should consider opening trade talks with al-Shabaab leaders with the aim of mutually reducing checkpoint tariffs. ADN TV will continue to report on developments regarding the al-Shabaab terror group.